Hello, everything. You hear me?
Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
I hear.
Oh, okay, that's very good. Very good. Okay. Finally. So I think it's network. It's network problems. If you can't hear me at sometimes from time to time, it means that it's network. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, uh, Sergey, yes. Hello. Yulia, hello.
Hello.
Yes. And Nastia, Victoria, Irina, all of you, I say hello to you. And Sergey, we have two Anastasia, Beckish Anastasia 1 and 2. So I don't know if it's one person or if it's two people. So hello to both of you. Like I said, so I'll start again. We're talking about a topic called no time for anything. No time for anything. You can see me, you can all see me now. Yes? Okay. Like I said, it's talking about to-do list. To-do list. Now, to-do list, as you can see from the picture, is talking about when um, you make a plan or task that you want to do for the day, and you take a piece of paper, you take your pen, and you write it out, and then you say, okay, this is what I want to do. That's what it means. Now, we're going to look at some words. Now, I said we have some of them here. We have especially, as patient as, get impatient, immediately, allow, traffic, useful tips, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're going to start with it doesn't matter. It means, for example, when some of you're talking to, for example, you could be upset about something, and then someone comes to you and say, "What is the matter? Why are you sad?" It doesn't matter. It's not important. That's what it means. Whatever. Whatever we usually say uh, when for you something is not important. Someone is talking and you say, um, it's it means you to for you it's not an important information. Ah, whatever, I don't care. That's what we usually use that phrase. Now you talk about useful tips. Useful tips is usually there are some pieces of advice that is given to someone, or it could be something that you see on the internet, and you feel that it can help you in your personal life, or maybe it can help you on your job, whatever it is. That's what useful tips is, meaning something that is good, that can be productive, that can be effective for you. That's what it means. Traffic, it's this is talking about when there is no movement. And you see there are times at Nemiga, not now because of the epidemic, but there was usually when there's a lot of cars on the road, there is no movement. You're just seeing cars in rows and rows of rows and rows of cars. There is no movement. That's what we call traffic. Now, and we're going to go to the second page. 1 second. Today we're going to be looking at time expressions. But before we do that, you have priorities. Priorities, it means things that are important, things that you feel that you have to do. Multitask, where you're doing two things at the same time. Space. Usually, this is when, for example, you need some time to be alone. You could be in the house, and if you have kids or you're with your partner, you say, could you go into the other room? I need to work. I need some space. I need some space to do something. So it means you want to be alone by yourself. That's what space means. And then you look at the next one. It says go boating. Now, what is go boating? Go boating is, for example, you go to, it's an activity. You take your boat and you go out to in the river, maybe with your friends or with maybe your family. You spend time on water, boating. You use an oar. Go kayaking. It's an example. For those who know what kayaking is, I think it's backpack kayaking. Go boating, go kayaking. Spend some time on water. Feel frustrated. Now, this means usually when you're trying and you're trying to do something, nothing seems to work. You try again, it doesn't work. You try again, it doesn't work. Then you get angry. That's what it means. Get irritable. Get irritable. It means every little thing that is happening around you, you get annoyed by it. And you say, what is this? You can't understand what is happening. That's what it means. Now, we're going to look at the time expressions. And you have the first one, on time. To be on time, it means not to be late. Not to be late. You arrive at the right time. The train always run on time in my country. They are never late. It means time. That's what it means. On time. You're never late to your meetings. You're never late to work. You're never late to school. You're never late to your classes, lectures at the university. And then we have another interesting one. It says, time flies. Time flies. Now, this common idiom, it means that time passes quickly. Time flies when you're having fun. Ah, how time flies. You're catching fun. Or it could be that you're on the phone, you're talking to your friends, you're talking to your uh, uh, to a loved one. It could be your family, whoever it may be, or you're doing an activity that you're enjoying, but you say, "Oh wow, 2 hours has passed." You can't imagine, you can't believe it. Time flies. So it means time flies when you're having fun. And then you come to in the nick of time. Now, this expression, it means that you arrive or you finish something just before it is too late, at the last possible moment. My team scored in the nick of time. The game was in the last few moments. Now, it's actually it's talking about, for example, for those of you who are project managers or you have a project manager and a project was given to you and your team, let's say to complete this project in a period of, let's say, 1 week. 1 week has passed, or you are on the last final day and you're trying to do everything you can to meet up and just finish in the nick of time explains that. Then you go to the next one, it says save time. We save time when we do something the quick way. We save time if we drive instead of taking the bus. Another way of using save time is you have a task is given to you and you are to complete it in 30 minutes, and you find a short way, an easy way, and you do it within 15 minutes. That's how you save time. That's what it means. Spare time, we all have spare time, no matter how small it is. It's talking about 4 minutes, it's talking about 5 minutes, or let's just say an hour. I think 5 minutes is too small. So in natural English, spare time has the same meaning as free time. There are just some hobbies, there are some passions or things we do when we're not busy with work or study. For example, I would say in my spare time, I like to read. I like to watch movies. I like to play games. That's what spare time is talking about, or in my free time. And then we have another one. It says, as time goes by. Now, as time goes by, it's talking about the passing of time. As time goes by, I realize that uh, my English is getting better. That's another example. Okay, now we go to the third page. Now, we have another one here. It says, as time has gone by, I have become less interested in going to nightclubs on the weekend. As time has gone by, I have become less interested in going to nightclubs on the weekend. So it's basically talking about passing of time. Make time. Make time, it means to find time to do something. That's what it means. Make time to spend with family. Make time to learn something new. You clear some times in your busy schedules to do something. I know that you're busy, but you will have to make time to attend the meeting. That's what it's talking about. Make time, make some free time. Now, we're going to look at the next one. It's talking about time for a change. Now, usually when I talk to people, they say, oh, Michael, I have been doing the same job for the last 6 years. And now I feel that it's time for a change. I don't feel the same happiness. I don't feel the same satisfaction. I don't feel the same um, passion. I want to do something more interesting, more exciting. It means to do something new. And here is the famous one. Time is money. Money. Now, money means that your time is a valuable commodity. That's what it means. So, which is why it's a famous expression. It's, I can't wait here all day. Time is money. Stop wasting my time. I have better things to do because my time is money. That's what it's talking about. Now, we're going to look at another one. Time heals all wounds. We've all heard, I'm pretty sure for those of us who uh, you might have seen this in blogs, you might have seen this in movies. Now, when you say time heals all wounds, it's talking about emotional pain, not your physical pain. Maybe you injured yourself. This is talking about emotional pains. Now, time will heal your emotional wounds as uh, within the passing of time. A good example here is I was sad for a long time after I broke up with my boyfriend, but time heals all wounds. I am fine now. That's what it's talking about. Now, you have kill time. To kill time means to do something that is not very interesting or important to pass time. For example, you go to the airport on time, let's say 2 hours early. So we've got 4 hours until our flight leaves. 4 hours, that's a lot of time. What are we going to do until then? How are we going to kill time? You can also say pass time. How are we going to pass the time, or how are we going to kill the time? That's what it's talking about. Kill time, pass the time. Do something that is not very interesting to pass time. You just see some people, they take magazines, they even if the magazine is not interesting, just to pass away time. It happens also if you go for job interviews. There's a whole queue of people sitting down, and what do you do to pass away time? You just do something. You bring out your phone, you look at it. That's what it's talking about. Now, you have the next one. It's talking about time after time. Now, let's take a look at the information here. And now, from this one, it says when something happens or is done time after time, it means that it happens again and again, means the action repeats. Time after time, Tom was late for school. Or you have a boss, and then your boss says, time after time, you are always late. You are always late. Why are you coming late? This is not the first time. It keeps happening again and again and again. In the action repeats. Now, you have time off. Now, time off, it means to take a holiday from work. Ah, you are working too much. You're working too hard. You need to take some time off. But we all know this time off as vacation. You know it as your holiday. That's what it means. Take some time off. Go and relax or do something. Then we have another one. It says a waste of time. A waste of time, as you can see it here. This is the phrase here on page 4. This is talking about when you're not doing anything that is useful or productive, doing something that is useless. That's what it means. It's a waste of time calling that phone. They never answer the telephone. If you're having some problems with the internet, some people say, it's difficult. If you call the customer care, you're just going to spend 30 minutes. They will not answer you. Or if you're having problems with your mobile line, live MTS, you call the customer care and they're not responsive. So that's what it means. Now you have the next one. It says to have a hard time. To have a hard time. It means to do something that is difficult or to suffer hardship. Now, when we say hardship, it means difficult. That's what it means. Something that is difficult, there's no difference. Difficult and hardship. Suffer. It means stradat. You're suffering. She has had a hard time recently. She lost her job and then her mother died. She has had a difficult time recently. She lost her job and then her mother died. No difference. I had a hard time trying to find this place. The direction you gave me were terrible. I had a difficult time trying to find this place. The direction you gave me were terrible. Okay, this past few weeks, the last few weeks has been difficult for me. My boss has been giving me a hard time. That's an example. We go to another one, and this is page, 1 second. Oh no, not this one. You have, no, here, just a second. Okay, too much time on my hands. It means that you have a lot of free time and not enough things to do. He watches so much TV because he has so much time on his hands. He needs to get a job. That's what it means. He needs a whale of a time. A whale of a time. What does it mean? It means to have a great time, to do something really fun. I had a whale of a time at your party. Please invite me to your next one. So remember, a whale of a time, as you can see here, to have a great time, to do something really fun. Please invite me to your next one. Now, we're going to look at some as we all know, comparative adjectives and adverbs. We're going to take a look at them. Now, just a minute. Mm. Now, you look at adjectives and adverbs, they can be used to make comparisons. They are used to show what is different or similar about two or more things. Now, an adjective or adverb is made into the comparative form, for example, in one or two ways. So, the way that depends on the number of syllables the adjectives or adverbs have. So, let's try to simplify things to make it easier for everyone to understand. Now, you have some regular adjectives here. Newer in comparative forms. My phone, if I take my phone, say my phone is newer than was. I make a comparison. So I just add er. I know you've probably done this before. So it's just one syllable. You have a hot, hotter, it's one. You have cute. We know what cute is. Oh, that's a cute baby. Cuter. Oh, this baby is more cuter than the other, or some animals that you have. Some of us that have cats, you have dogs, and you see them as really cute animals. You have pretty, prettier. Now, pretty, it's an adjective that ends in y. So we put ier, it becomes to. Now, remember we were talking about adverbs, it's talking about to make comparisons. Now, with adverbs, you have ly, lonely, lonelier, so it's two. And what's the meaning of the word lonely? It means when you feel alone, you feel like you don't have anyone in your life. I feel lonely. I feel like I don't have anyone in my life right now. I feel alone, lonelier. Beautiful. Ah, this girl is more beautiful than her sister. Say more beautiful to make comparisons. You have popular. Think about a country that is really popular with a lot of with tourists. Spain is okay. We say, for example, we do it like this. We say uh, Japan is a tourist country, but Spain is a more popular country for tourists than Japan. Spain is a more popular country for tourists than Japan. That's an example. And now we're going to look at some couple of adverbs, as you can see here. Now, 1 minute. You have fast, faster, quickly with ly. You can always see anytime you see some of the adjectives, but with ly, it becomes an adverb. More quickly. Sadly, more sadly. Thoughtfully, more thoughtfully. Politely, more politely. The new copier prints pages, or you say the new printer prints pages more quickly than the old one. The word, so that's it. So that's why we use the word than. Anytime you see than, it's talking about, we use it to make a comparative form in a sentence. So we never mix the two ways to form comparatives. It's very important. Now, you take a look at this one. Incorrect. She gets lots of benefits because she's been here more longer. It's wrong. It's incorrect. She gets lots of benefits because she's been here longer, not more longer. He walks more quickly than us. I know some people, that's the but no, he walked more quickly than us. It's an ad comparison. The things we are comparing are equal. Better or something that is bigger, then you say um, he walks more quickly than us. An adverb big, sorry, an adjective which is big, you say Russia is the biggest country in the world. Oh no, that's superlative. Russia is a big country. It's bigger than China. Now that's making comparison because we know that Russia is bigger. Now we're going to try to do a little bit of revision back to the first page that we started. And if you look, starting from here, it's talking about to-do list. Now, to-do list is talking about plans, things when you take your pen, you take a paper, and you write down tasks that you're going to do for the day. Now, and if you go to the second, and if you look at the first page, there's some words which is especially as patient as, get impatient. Remember, as patient as. He is just as patient as his mother. There's no difference. So he's patient like he's patient like his mother. Let's put it that way. As patient as, meaning it's equal. There's no difference between the two people. Get impatient. I made an example. It's talking about people who don't have patience. They don't know how to, for example, I'm impatient with kids. I can't work with them. I can't stand them. That's what it means. But some people can work with kids. No matter how they shout, no matter how they scream, it's okay for them. They don't get impatient. They don't get angry. We talked about it doesn't matter. Useful tips. These are advice that you might see on the internet, you might read in a book, or some useful tips that someone might give you and you might find them really helpful. Oh, thank you. I'm going to use it to implement in my work, in my studies, or whatever program or whatever personal project you're doing in your life. And then you go to the next one, and you have where we talk about some time expressions. On time, we all know what the time is now. Time flies. In the nick of time. Save time, spare time as time goes by. Then we came to make time. Time for a change. Time is money. Time heals all wounds. Kill time. Time after time. These are all what you talking about time expressions. Now you have another one, a few more. Time off, a waste of time, a hard time, too much time on my hands, and you have a whale of a time. Now, with time and on time. In time. Okay, so Anastasia, now we're going to look at we're going to take your question. Now, when we say on time, now from here, on time means not to be late, okay? Not to be late for something. If you have a meeting. The meeting is at 6, let's say 8 o'clock in the morning. You come there, and you're not late. You arrived at the. That's what it means. On time. That's what it means on time. Pardon me. Remember, on time, to be on, to be late. You arrive at the time that has been given. Let's say it's 8 o'clock means. Now, question is talking about in time, the difference time and on time. And we don't have in time, Anastasia. What we have is here, just a second. So we say on time, or if you're talking about in nick of time, not in time. So we have on time and in the nick of time. Now, in the nick of time is talking about you finish something just before it is too late at the last possible moment. A good example is, like I said, it's when you're given a project at work. The project is to be done for 1 week, and almost the week has almost ended, and you're on your last day, the deadline, and you just finished before it becomes too late. I hope I answered your question, Anastasia. So remember, we don't have in time, we have on time and in the nick of time. On time means not to be late. You arrive at the right time, meaning you are not late. They say come at 8 o'clock, you are there at 8 o'clock. That's what it means on time. In the nick of time, it means you finish something just before it is too late. That's what it means. You are late, but not so late. So, yes, Anastasia, did I answer your questions? If I didn't, so you can ask any other question that you have. Okay, I'm happy to answer your questions. And now, so I'm going to try to ask you guys questions. So I switched it to discussion mode. So you can all talk if you can. Try to say something. Yulia, can you hear me? Hello, Yulia. Hello. Hello, Yulia. Can you hear me? Anastasia, can you hear me? Yulia, okay, all right. Can you say something?
Hi.
Try to say yes. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Who is
Hi.
this? Is this
It's, it's
Nastya?
Yulia. It's
Oh,
Yulia.
Yulia. Okay, Yulia. Hello, Yulia. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine. So, Yulia, we were talking about not enough, talking about time expressions. Now, but I want you to look at no time for anything. But first of all, Yulia, are you a student or are you working?
I'm worker.
What is your profession? Could you tell us?
Um, I'm a QA engineer.
Pardon?
I'm a QA engineer. I test different software in
Okay,
IT company.
an IT company. That sounds interesting. Okay, and so Yulia, do you make a list?
Yes, um, I
Or
like to write
you do?
some to-do list. Yes, I do. Oh,
Okay. Do you hello? Hello.
Bad connection. Samsung.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Hello. Is this Irina?
Yeah, are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yeah, great.
All right, Irina. Anyway, I was talking to there's
To,
one person
to
called
Julia.
to Yulia. So today
Yeah,
we're going to talk to. So let's talk to you. And
okay.
so tell me, Irina, uh, what is your profession?
Hello.
Yes.
I'm a lawyer.
Pardon?
I'm a lawyer, associate.
Oh, you're an associate lawyer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just a lawyer or associate. Yeah. Usually I use the word lawyer.
Okay, Irina. And so, do you make a to-do list, Irina?
Actually, no, but I suppose that I should do, especially when I stay home and on quarantine, on self-isolation. I believe that I should stay focused, because when I stay home, I am not very focused. I have a lot of time and I just waste time,
Okay.
usually.
Mm-hmm. I see. And so, do you think that if you make a to-do list on how to plan your day, do you think that it will be useful for you?
Yeah, it's useful, especially it's a great feeling when you remove something what you have done
Okay.
already. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
great feeling. Sometimes I do this list and I feel super happy when I cross the word like I did it. Yeah, great.
exactly. Yeah, I agree with you. So it's the same feeling. You feel happy when you
Yeah,
complete a task.
yeah. When you finish something, especially difficult assignment,
Okay.
especially difficult assignment. Mm-hmm.
All right. And one more. So I'm gonna ask you a few more questions.
Mm-hmm.
Are you always on time for your meetings or anywhere you're going to?
Yeah, usually I think that uh, that I'm a reliable person. So when I promise something, I try to do this on time. But what concerns my work, I always late.
Mm-hmm.
So when I don't have meetings at work, I always late, like for 40 minutes or 1 hour. But when I promise someone to meet, or I have a meeting in the office or outside of the office, usually I'm on time.
Mm-hmm. You're always on time.
Yeah, if
Got it.
if if the people are involved in my how to explain in my assignment, yeah, I'm a reliable person.
Okay. All right. So, and Irina. So another question for you is, how do you save how do you save time?
Uh, so how I save time? Okay, sometimes when I use subway, when I usually I use public transport when I go to work, and I try to reply on my emails, on my thread of mails. When I'm in the public transport, so I save time. And hello. Someone I hear. Yeah.
And see you.
Yeah, I opened the camera. Can we chat together, not only with teacher?
Pardon? Hello?
Hello,
You know.
it's Michael. Is it Michael? I'm not seeing you. Yeah, it's Michael.
Yes, it is Michael.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the network, it's messing up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were
Replying on my emails while I'm in the public transport, it just what came to my mind.
okay. All right. And what do you do in your spare time, Irina?
When I'm not busy with work assignments and I don't need to run my errands or chores, usually I visit gym or swimming pool and learn English or German.
Okay,
So
English or
yeah, it's always connected physical activity or brain activity. If it's a physical activity, it's swimming pool or gym. And when I want to gain more skills in languages, I just do something. For example, watching series with subtitles in English or random videos on YouTube like TED Talks if I don't have many time, like 15 minutes.
Okay, that's very good. All right. One more question before we go, Irina.
Mm-hmm.
And which of these phrases are you going to find useful? Which of them are you going to add to your vocabulary?
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, so from this, just a second. If you look
Mhm.
at my screen, they have a lot of time expressions.
Mhm.
Which of them are you going to add to your vocabulary?
Okay, mostly of this expression I've knew already, and many of them, the meaning is very understandable. For example, to kill time or to waste time.
Right.
Like a typical idiom, because if you even translate, you understand the meaning. But I wanted to point one expression like time heals all wounds. This is a great expression, and I believe that I need to remember this. And I like the expression time after time because it was new for me that it means it happens again and again.
Mhm.
So two
Very good.
expressions. Yeah, two expressions. Time heals all wounds and time after time.
Heals all wounds and time after time. That's good. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So what is your reason for learning English? What is your reason for learning English? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so what is your reason for learning English, Irina?
Okay. I think that to live in the 21st century and not to know English, it's a shame. I mean, sometimes, for example, like 3 years ago, I felt ashamed when, for example, I was abroad and kids like around 7 years old spoke very good English, and they were not native speakers. So I understand that I just need to increase my vocabulary, and I just need to be like to understand and to gain more skills,
That's
because
what to get more knowledge, more knowledge.
more knowledge. Yeah, gain knowledge.
Oh, that's very interesting. I like that, your opinion of 21st century, and it would be a shame if someone doesn't really know English.
Yeah, but probably I'm not very self-confident person when I do not know something, and I am among all the people who are in the topic. Of course, I feel uncomfortable, and what dedicated English language, of course, you feel concerned that. You live in a modern world and you miss so many things. And even, for example, if you want to know something new, when you surf the internet, English internet, I mean not Russian side, you can find more interesting information than in Runet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I understand. So, and good luck to you, and
Thank you.
and I really appreciate you joining in for today's webinar, and I hope to see you today as well, another student. So, we're going to take one more student, and
Yeah. And someone heard us.
can you all hear me?
Probably Julia.
So, yes. Hello. Can you hear me, Julia? Hello? Okay. Sergey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, Julia. All right. So, hello, Julia.
Hi.
Yes, so we're still talking about time expressions. And from the time expressions that we learned today, could you tell me which of them that you find useful for you, that you're going to add to your vocabulary?
Okay. On time is good.
Okay.
and I didn't know about in the nick of time,
Okay.
and um, it was interesting about time after time because I know about time by time. Yeah, and the meaning different. The meaning.
So time after time and in the nick of
Time.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And so, what do you do in your free time? How do you, in your spare time, what do you do?
Um. Okay. When I have spare time, I usually learn English and read some books and watch some interesting videos on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and some home tasks.
And some home task. Okay. All right, Yulia. Thank you for your answers. We're going to take one more. We're going to take another student.
Okay.
And this is Becky Anastasia. Can you hear me, Nastia? Hello? Hello, Nastia? Hello? Hello? Okay. If
Hello.
Victoria, can you hear me?
Hello.
Victoria ba Babushevich.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, Victoria. How are you?
No, it was Anastasia.
Oh, this is Anastasia now. Yes?
Yes, I'm sorry, but it's mistake that I written by at the site like Anastasia Bekish, but I am Victoria Sergeenko.
Ah, Victoria Sergenko. Oh, okay,
Yes,
Victoria.
it's
How
like
are
the
you?
mistake. I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Okay. Yes, I'm fine. And it's a quiet and wonderful evening. So,
Yes, yes.
what I wanted to ask you, Victoria, is regarding what we learned today.
Mm-hmm.
And do you use a to-do list?
Yes, especially now I should use to-do list because I'm a student and I'm study in a distance education. So I should to plan everything what I should do today and tomorrow and so on and so on. Uh, because I should pass all my tasks on time. So it's my
Mm-hmm.
unnecessary to do that.
And do you find it useful when you use to-do list to plan your day?
Yes, I found because I can plan everything what I should do, and after finish all my duties, I can say I can. It even cheers up me because it's a good point that I did it and did it on time and don't miss something useful or something important.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. One more question is, are you always on time, Victoria, for maybe in anything that wherever it is you're going, if it's for classes or maybe you have to be somewhere, are you always on time?
Yes, I try to be on time everywhere because um, I am head of the group and I should to come to the university.
Starasta?
Yes, yes, uh, should come to our university before another student to take a journal
Mm-hmm.
and to to control if everyone is on our classes. So
Right, I see.
And it's like my
And
habit today. It's like my habit
I see.
today, and I should, and I used to do it.
So you always do it because it's an
Yes,
so you use always. I always do it because it's an action that
always do it.
happens, that occurs every time, a regular action. So you say I always or I
Mhm.
often do it or
Okay.
usually. And so what about what do you do in your spare time?
Spare time. First of all, when I come home, because I'm not a Minsk citizen, I like to play piano because I finished musical school,
Right.
and I like it. I like to do it. Also, I'm interested in post crossing, and it's a good way to spend my time, my spare time, to
Okay.
send some of them to another country. It's interesting.
Uh,
And also, I like watch films and listen to music.
and do you watch films? Do you listen to music and watch movies in English?
Yes, sometimes I practice this kind of watching movies and listen, and almost all my music is in English.
Okay, I
Mhm.
see. And what are you studying? In which university are you studying?
Belarusian State Economic University on
Hmm.
third course.
The third course. Right. And um, which of these phrases, Victoria, are you going to add to your personal vocabulary? This time expressions.
Okay, there are some new phrases for me, like
Okay.
as time goes by, or I didn't know about spare time. It's the same as free time. Um, Also, it was interesting to know about the phrase like a whale of a time. It's a good phrase,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll try to use
To
it
use it.
more often than
Okay.
before.
Right. And so I'm seeing someone writing here says Vika is the best head of the group. So you and Anastasia, you study together?
Yes, we are group mates.
Your group mates. Okay. One more thing is, so how long have you been studying English?
Um, of course, I started to study English from school, from third class, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, I tried to do this to learn not just by pressure of teacher, but by myself.
Okay.
I guess only from 10 form in school.
Okay. Right. And so, and why are you studying English? Hello?
Hello, I didn't hear
Hello?
you.
Yes. So, yes. So could you tell us why you're studying English? What's the reason?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to uh, improve my English to start to speak like natives, and is the first reason because I study this language too much time, and there is almost no results. So I just first of all the first reason which on the first place is just to myself, but of course I'd like to get a good job in future after after graduating the university, and that is why today in modern society we need to learn to know English very well to get a good job, to
Right.
well paid job, and
Exactly. That's
that's
true.
another one reason.
Yeah, I agree. I believe so. It's only a matter of time,
Yes.
and the demand for if you want to get a really good job here, and you're gonna have to your level of English has to be really good, And so I would say good luck to you, and you're doing really well.
Thank you.
And who is your teacher?
In the ground?
Yes.
Mark.
Okay. And so I believe that you have a really good teacher that will
Thanks.
put you on the right course.
Thank you.
Okay, so yes, thank you for your answers, Victoria. So we're going to take one more person. And this time it's Sergey. Hello, Sergey. Can you hear me? Hello, Sergey.
Hello,
Yes.
I hear you.
How are you? Yes. Hello. How are you, Sergey?
Thanks. I feel not bad. Enough, not bad. And you?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. So, Sergey, we were talking about if you take a look at the first page, which was to-do list. Do you make a to-do list to plan what you're going to do for the day? Do you use a to-do list?
I don't hear you.
Okay, so the question is, do you use a to-do list? Okay, if you look to-do list, that is to make a plan for your task that you want to do for the day. You know, activities that you're going to say, for example, tomorrow is a new day, okay? And you decide that you want to make a to-do list, making a plan for everything that you're going to do for tomorrow. That's what a to-do list is. If you can see it here from the picture on the first page.
Tomorrow I'm going to go my job and
Go to my job. Go to my work.
got my work. Yeah, sorry, and then in the evening I do my home tasks.
Okay.
And tomorrow will be Wednesday, and
Right.
it is work day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I can't plan everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And all right, Sergey, I understand you. From these phrases, Sergey, that you can see, we have time expressions. Time expressions, okay?
Yes.
So which of them are you going to add to your vocabulary? Which of them will you add to your vocabulary that you're going to start using?
For me, phrase in the nick of time.
Yes.
In the nick of time, this phrase enough direct relate to me. I often I do my acts and finish in the nick of time.
Okay, good. Is there any other phrase?
Any, and the spare time, I don't know this phrase, spare time.
So spare time, Sergey, okay? It means, for example, your free time. Free time. It means
Yes.
what? Yeah, it means when you're not busy, with work or study. That's what it means. Free spare time.
When I have spare time, I
Yes. So what spare time, Sergey?
I have many different acts. I have two car, and my car enough often I repair it, and
Okay.
because my car uh, is not 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 new.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to learn English, but unfortunately I don't have enough time.
Mm-hmm.
I want uh, to spend more time to learn English.
Okay. And don't worry, Sergey. I believe that the more time you spend to learn English, that you will make progress. I believe that you can do it. And so just more practice and uh, you will get better. So I can understand you. That's the most important thing. So is there anything that you don't understand in this lesson, Sergey? Do you have questions about today's lesson? Any question?
I want. I would want. I would like to repeat this lesson because I didn't understand all all tasks,
Mm-hmm.
all
Okay, you didn't understand everything.
everything. Oh yes, everything.
Okay. Um, so what I will tell you is that in your virtual room, you're going to see this file, okay? And this video it's on record. So you can watch the video again and you will be able to repeat it. So you watch it so you can understand everything that we learned today. Everything that we learned. Because, for example, some of the most important parts of the lesson was not enough time to do anything. It means that when you don't have enough time, it means you don't have enough time to do what you want or maybe to do a task. And we have this, which is time expressions, and we have a lot of them. So, and as you can see, on time, time flies, in the nick of time, save time, spare time, as time goes by. These are just talking about time expressions for different situations, for different circumstances.
Okay, I understand you.
So I hope that you'll be able to watch this video. Make sure you watch the video, Sergey, this webinar.
Thanks.
Yes, and you'll be able to, so you can get more information and get more understanding. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your answers, and
Thanks.
have a good evening. So, and we're going to take questions from one more person. Anastasia, Beckish Anastasia, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, Anastasia? Hello, Nastya, can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear.
Hello.
Okay, hello, Nastya, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, so anyway, I know that you're a student, so very quickly, from this time expressions, which of them are you going to add to your vocabulary? Which of them would you start using?
The phrase in the nick of time and time heals all wounds, they were new for me, and
Okay.
also a whale of a time.
Okay, that's very good. What do you do in your spare time?
In my spare time, I like reading books, sometimes riding a bike if the weather is warm,
Mhm.
as well as Vika, you told with her before.
Yes.
I'm a member of a post-processing project, so I like send postcards. Also, I like drawing.
You like drawing, right? Okay, and do you make a to-do list for your task? What task that you plan to do?
Yes, especially while I'm studying, and right now, while we are studying at home, we have to do a lot of tasks, and not to. I need to do everything on time, so I create to-do list in order not to lose anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and one more question before we go. And are you always on time?
Yes, I guess I don't remember the situations where I was late, even at school, because I usually wake up on time, and it's not a problem for me to be not to be late.
All right. Okay. So I think this is your first lesson because I didn't see you in the last lesson.
No, the previous lesson I even speak with you, spoke.
Okay, I guess I'm mixing things up right now.
Maybe.
So because I speak to a lot of people every day.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. So thank you for your answers, Nastya. So
Thank you.
yeah, we're going to I think Victoria Vabushevich. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I hear.
Yes. So Victoria, very quickly, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, so Victoria, could you tell me which of these phrases, time expressions, that are you going to start using?
I start using some words as make time. I don't know this phrase. And also spare time
Mm-hmm.
and time after time.
Time after time, right. Okay.
Yes.
And do you make a to-do list? Do you use a to-do list for your task, your daily task?
Yes, I have a to-do list because in this moment I study on the English courses, and and other courses. I have two courses, and I need to do all my tasks on time, and I have a to-do list. Also, I spend my time at home. I sit at home because of coronavirus, and I have some housework. Housework. I have housework, yes, and for that I have a big to-do list.
Okay. All right, so thank you for your time,
Thank you.
and I wish you a wonderful evening. So, and to everyone, before we go, and I want to say thank you all for tuning in today. I hope that I see you guys on Thursday. Don't forget to join the lessons on Thursday, same time, 7:30. And remember, these lessons, time expressions, make sure you practice them, you add them to your personal vocabulary, and be safe out there. I wish everyone a wonderful evening. And it was amazing to talk to all of you today. And ciao, and be safe, everyone. Bye, and thank you all for
Goodbye.
coming online. Yes, so goodbye. And bye.